Right.
Alright.
What's
I'm
next?
going to manually make some science things, I think. To help speed us up a little bit. Railways.
But what do we do with the railways?
Okay. So, we're going to need some stations, which is a science that I'll work on next.
Yeah. We need to automate
main-
them. Like, there's no point in having railways that can't be automated, is my view in this.
Yeah. So, automating is easy.
But at the same time,
What-
the time it will take us to build the railway will be the time it takes for the science to be done to automate them, so it's not really an issue.
What you could do is take a stack of rail and plan out where you want each thing delivered.
Yeah. The issue
Where you
is
want the
more,
iron coming in.
what's it actually worth going and getting first?
Iron.
Is there actually a supply of iron we can go and get? There's a very close one, but I'm not sure it's worth trading that, honestly.
Well, that's why I thought it was worth exploring a bit. So once we've actually got a bit more ammo stored up,
Yeah.
which we've got another 200 almost.
We appear to have a coastline up at the north and east.
Yeah, I'm going to head south, I think, because there's not many monsters to the south. There's lots to the west.
Well, it appears to be a bit of a desert down there.
Well, deserts are good for boars, maybe.
Question mark.
Big question mark.
I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm realising that the iron deposit over to our west, just to the west, is 6 million. The one we're currently mining, which is about the same size, is 500k.
It's to do with the quality.
Yeah. So as much as it's a small deposit, it is a large amount of iron in it. But at the same time, it's so close that having a train there is just going to get in the way of expanding our base.
Yeah. Maybe we just access it when we're actually over there. We just bring the second iron processing plant. See, I'm going to head south and find some iron.
Honestly, long term, what might be worth doing is just using that iron deposit as direct into steel to go onto the bus and have iron come from elsewhere.
Yeah. I think if I can find 2 iron deposits, have one going to iron, one going to steel, that would be quite nice.
Obviously, we want to train the crude oil, but until we have the science to do crude oil, there's not a lot of point doing that. There's a copper deposit down there with 19 million copper, but it's got so many enemies nearby that it's not really possible to deal with right this second. There's a stone deposit up on a peninsula in the north that would be quite useful, but again, enemies.
I mean, I can go clear that if we need to. But I don't feel like stone is a big necessity.
Yeah, it's
There's the one to the right, which should be plenty.
Actually, the one to the right is even bigger.
Yeah. That's what, 2.9? Yeah, it's about 1 million more to the right. If I go and scout out the one to the right, make sure there's no monsters just off screen.
I'm not sure that stone is really worth it enough to actually use for use trains initially. Like our first train system,
No.
maybe.
But if
Actually, I
there's
guess
also an
depending
iron
on how much
deposit
is
there,
over on the right, actually, it could be quite good. If everything is sort of in the same direction, then that saves a lot of train traffic.
well, yeah, that's why I was going to head in a direction to find all the different ores. Yeah, look, there's a little monster base just here. I don't know if you're still looking at the map.
No, I'm not. I've just got some ammo out of the crate, so I'm going to put it in my car and come over and help.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, while stone doesn't necessarily make the most sense as a starting thing for the trains, if it happens to be in that direction that everything else is, then we might as well go and get the stone, because...
Oh, there's lots of monsters here.
Yeah, I'm getting...
Okay, there's a big coal deposit. So, just
That could be
discovered there's a...
useful.
Yeah, I've run away from the monsters. I don't particularly want to deal too much over there.
Alright, I'm on my way over.
So, yeah, that coal deposit could be useful. I'm hoping there's iron slightly to the
I'm not
south.
totally sure how to get through this forest.
Slowly and carefully.
Through. It's fine. Oh, there are quite a few monsters over here, actually, aren't there?
Yeah, that's why I ran away.
I don't have the ammo to be dealing with that.
Right, it's a big uranium deposit.
Which direction did you go? South?
South. I'm pretty much directly south, and a little bit to the east. I'm kind of following the edge of that lake. I just want to get a better idea of what was actually over here. But yeah, I'm going to scout across to the west in a second. Just kind of clear a line across. I found a nice big coal deposit.
Right.
How big is that? 16 million.
Well, that's quite a lot. Yeah, that's worth it.
So yes, so that's 2 big coal deposits over to this direction. Ow, I hit a rock.
Oh, I've got a lot of forest to try and weave through.
You're following behind me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to weave through some forests.
Right, when you get to that big coal deposit I talked about, I am cutting across. Ooh, iron deposit. I found an iron deposit. I have found a problem with the iron deposit.
Yeah.
You might want to check the map and have a look.
The coal deposit has got an enemy base right on top of it, hasn't it? Let me...
Yeah.
Is it surrounded by cliffs by chance?
No, it's surrounded by monsters.
Oh, right.
Massive monster bases.
Oh, I'm on my way. Well, we are quite a distance away now. Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So we do want to head in this direction. That's the thinking.
Yeah.
There's plenty in this direction.
So I might as well head to that stone then. Because the track will be used for more than just that.
Because we could head across to that stone and then just go straight down. And then pick up coal, uranium, iron. If only there was a copper deposit as well.
Well, there might well be. We just haven't found it yet.
Well, I was going to have a little bit of a look around in this area still. See if I can find one.
Just finished electrical energy distribution.
Yep. Right, let's get some train automation going, and then we can actually start planning some stuff out.
Yeah.
See, if you want to have a think about where you want the trains coming into the base.
Head back to the base. Yeah, because this is the thing. We're going to need different unloading zones for each material.
Yeah. I mean, we could have it all going to the same area. It would slow stuff down coming in, and we could easily filter it if we wanted to.
No, I might as well have it go to different unloading areas. The situation is where we're currently smelting iron and copper actually works quite well. And once we've mined out those deposits, we can just expand over them for the smelting.
We can expand over them regardless.
Yeah, but I mean, we might as well do
even if we've taken what we want from them.
And a good time to expand will be when we've got the electric furnaces, because we'll need to redesign anyway then. So bringing in iron and copper in that location is probably quite good. Other stuff I probably want to bring in the other side of the lake. I mean, coal will probably bring in next to our power production. But stuff like stone I imagine we'll bring in over around here. And I think stone is the next thing we're going to do, isn't it? Let me extend the bus a bit.
It's that oil and uranium the only other things left. Oil we can't get. Uranium's not useful to a late game, so...
Yeah. Oh, bus-wise, do we want to carry on going left, or do we want to turn and go up?
I think carry on going left. There's less cliffs to the left, for a while at least. If we start going up, there's all sorts of small little cliffs and rocks that are going to get in the way.
Right.
So yeah.
That's the current bottom of the bus.
Okay.
I think stone is going to be on the bus eventually, but it's going to have to be on a separate... So you need to be able to access the circuits and the copper cables, so you need to gap both sides of that set of 3.
Yeah. So I don't think stone needs to go on a bus. We can just have whatever it's being used in a recipe for next to where it's being brought in, because it's so limited what it's actually used for. Same with coal, once it's not used for the...
Yeah, furnaces. I don't know what stone is going to be used for.
Stone bricks, concrete.
Right. Or maybe
That's
it's not,
pretty much.
Not worth bringing stone
and landfill.
Here,
so
maybe it's not worth
3
bringing
things.
stone in over here.
So let me check concrete. 'cause I don't know
Honestly,
if it
maybe
actually
it's more
needs it or
worth bringing
not.
the stone in next to the coal. Let me get some. Where are we making track? Let me get some track and start laying stuff out.
There's concrete. Oh, concrete uses stone bricks. So, yeah, stone is turned into landfill and stone bricks.
Alright, I want to give us a reasonable amount of
all it's
space
used
to
for.
work with, so I'm going to start setting up here. What have I done?
I don't know. What have you done?
I've pressed a button, I think.
And what's it done?
It's the extend in a line button, but I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh, if you just you just click on a piece of rail.
Yeah,
So you,
and it
you put
starts
the rail
letting you
down.
build weird lengths, but I don't know how to disable it.
That's just how you place down rail.
You can do it another way as well.
You can just click and drag if you want to do it that way, like that. But
Yeah, the problem is once it's turned on one setting, I can't turn it off without putting the rail back in my inventory.
what are you trying to do?
At the moment, nothing. I just wanted a straight line, like this.
So you click on the rail and you just click and drag in a straight line. It follows where your mouse is.
Yeah, I know that, but then what if I don't want to be building from that point anymore?
Oh, then you press Q or click off it.
Oh right, of course it's Q.
Or Q.
Why wouldn't it be Q?
Yeah. Well, it's whatever you set the control to. It's your own fault for setting the control.
Really, I do actually kind of need automation just to sort of get a sense of scale.
Yeah.
Because the station signal tells you where all the wagons are going to stop, I
Yeah.
believe. Oh, how do I... There's a way to do that. Is it... Middle click, that's the button to do it.
Again, I've rebound my controls. I have no idea what any things are.
Right, I'll just wait a second for some stuff to happen.
Okay.
It says... This is going to be where coal unloads, basically.
Okay, that seems like a fairly.
My
good
thinking is
place.
this gives us space to take it to our energy production. I mean, our energy production is not terribly scalable in that location, is it?
No, I think rather than that, it might be worth, because I was going to expand all the science stuff down here. So how about we move power production to where your car is?
Yeah, move to the other side of the lake. And have the coal empty out on the other side of the lake. That might be more sensible.
Yeah.
Have all that in the same place, and then next to the coal, I'm going to have the stone unloading as well, because there's going to be so little of both of them that might as well have them in the same sort of area. Right, let's put the railway here then.
So which direction the train's coming in?
The other
like
way.
That?
No, maybe they will be like that. Yeah. Yes, they will be. I imagine.
Like that. Because then, if you want a sense of scale, I don't know how many carriages we want.
Probably 4. That feels like a reasonable length. I think
4
it's 6
is generally
inserters for each, isn't it?
I generally tend to just put 1, and that's plenty.
I think maximum unloading speed is 6 inserters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get 6 alongside them. Just to maximise, even if your belts can't cope with that, it at least gets the train gone again.
Yeah. because you have to go going into crates as a buffer.
Yeah. I think that's the norm, is 6 inserters into crates, then out of crates into belts, balancing down into however many belts you need.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let me... we do some building.
So what was that for? Stone or coal? That one, coal.
This one will be coal.
Okay. Ooh, this is fun. I'm sure this won't break anything.
What are you doing?
I've made a circle.
Oh.
I don't know, I'm just messing around with trains while I'm waiting for the science to finish, really. I feel like you'd get very stuck if you were trying to sit in this. Okay, I'm very stuck. I got off the wrong side of the train. I'm in a circle of death.
Right, I think I've finally worked out what I'm doing.
Okay. Right, come on, science. You're almost there. So that gives us that. So iron, copper, steel.
There we go. I've done it.
That.
A success.
Good.
Now this isn't an optimal layout in that queuing trains will have to queue on the main line rather than on... if there is a queuing train. It's unlikely there'll be a queuing train anytime soon.
Yeah.
I think at the point at which we've got that many trains going, we'll probably have moved away from this and have redesigned elsewhere, but...
So have you done trains on Factorio before?
I've not played Factorio apart from this, basically. I did like an hour before we started recording, and that's it.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of trains on Factorio. I know how they work, but I've not used them myself.
Okay, so I'm just thinking about the signalling. It sometimes gets unhappy with crossed wires, crossed tracks even. We can make this work. This is probably a professional train setup.
This is a very standard way to do trains. Like the signalling does
in
definitely
real life
cope
or
with
Factorio?
it. In Factorio.
Okay.
The signalling does definitely cope with it. I just don't know how the signalling works.
Okay.
I know it can be made to be perfectly happy with this. Somehow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, signalling is the next science after this.
Well then.
That is now complete though. Right, we'll start getting that signalling stuff sorted.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the signalling is hardly an urgent matter in that we're only going to have one train to begin with, and it won't be coal.
True.